Applying Broadwall Surface Prep and Seal. Broadwall Surface Prep and Seal was developed to seal the surface and improve the level of finish of interior plasterboards, including gibboard and gibrock. It's applied at a much higher film build than standard wallboard sealers and wall paints to reduce surface imperfections, including jointing, and is recommended where critical light is an issue or where strong colours or semi-gloss or gloss paints are to be used. Ensure the plasterboard is fixed and jointed correctly, ideally to a level 4 finish. For more information on plasterboard levels of finish, refer to the Resene website. The surface must be clean and dust-free. Fill any gaps and cracks with suitable fillers. Stir well and decant into a manageable container. Broadwall Surface Prep and Seal is very heavy and thick and will need thorough mixing. Apply using the Paint Aids High Solids roller. It's a good idea to first lightly dampen the roller sleeve with fresh water, ensuring excess water is removed. It should be slightly damp rather than wet to touch. You'll also need a good quality extension pole and brush. We recommend the use of the Paint Aids 50mm Legend Cutting In brush. Once dry, Broadwall Surface Prep and Seal will need a light sand to remove surface imperfections. We recommend the use of a sanding block and 220 grit zinc stearate paper. Lightly sand the jointed plasterboard and ensure the surface is dust-free. Apply masking tape to the skirting board. Note how the painter applies the masking tape without the need to cut and restart. After stirring, tip 1 or 2 litres into a roller tray. The product is very thick and care will be needed when tipping, especially when decanting into smaller containers. Note how the brush is used to wipe the excess paint from the rim of the pail, and how the paint is first tipped into the tray before decanting into the smaller paint can. Work the roller into the paint. Note how the roller is flipped and the paint is worked into the roller sleeve. As a tip, dampen the roller sleeve with clean water and remove the excess before using. Load the brush up with paint. The painter is using a Paint Aids 50mm angled Legend brush, recommended for cutting into corners and architraves. Note how the brush is held. This gives them greater control and is less tiring. Now cut in around the edges and any areas the roller will not reach easily. Despite the paint's thickness, it brushes easily. When cutting in, bring the paint out between 30 and 50mm from the edge. Attach an extension handle to the roller and remove excess paint. Now, lay the roller against the wall and roll in an upwards direction. Aim to complete approximately 1/3 of a square metre with each roller load. Note how the painter works the paint with the roller and lays off each area as he progresses down and along the wall. With thick paints like Broadwall Surface Prep and Seal, this ensures a smooth, even finish. Roll as closely as possible to corners and edges, flipping the roller sleeve around as required. After completing a drop, you'll need to lay off the length of the painted area. To lay off, first ensure the roller is not fully loaded with paint. Firstly, and using only light pressure, lay the roller close to the skirting board and roll down towards it before continuing up the wall to the top, getting as close as practical to all edges. Now, roll down the wall, again using light pressure, before repeating the process as you move across the wall. Ensure you overlap the just completed area. Reload your roller before repeating the process as you progress along the wall. Note how the painter manipulates the roller to ensure the roller gets as close as practical to the edges. Allow to dry for 4 hours, ensuring the room has good ventilation and warmth to ensure the paint cures well. Now, lightly sand using 220 grit zinc stearate sandpaper to remove any surface imperfections. We recommend the use of a flat sanding block or pole sander. You're now ready to apply the recommended top coat system. Broadwall Surface Prep and Seal will significantly improve the surface, either for new plasterboards, after wallpaper has been removed, or to reduce the effects of critical light. A second coat can be applied if an ultra-smooth surface is required. The product, despite its thickness, is straightforward to apply. The end results are impressive and will significantly improve the finish and look of the walls.